Alright, so those of you that are logged in, welcome to my virtual classroom. I'm a huge nerd, so I am hosting on Twitch. And welcome to my home. I'll give you the tour later, so let's see if my kids don't barge in the middle of all this. Alright, let me just send out the call. Gotta do this whole Twitter thing, right? Look, we're up to a whole 3 people. If you want to chat on the stream, you do need a Twitch account. It's free. Just make a username and make something, and then you can type off to the side if you're on PC. If you're on mobile, if you have the app, you just at the bottom there's a chat window. You just swipe up and then you can type your message. But you need a username either way. So I have no idea if anyone is going to ask me anything. So I've got a few ideas for things to talk about. Hey, look, there we go. The Pog, I love it. Oh, also, please keep the chat civil. I hope we don't have to... I am recording this for school, so it's going to get uploaded somewhere. So let's make sure we keep it at least PG-13, right? Okay. I don't know, is this just like class where I should give like 5 minutes before people are tardy? So yeah, how have y'all been dealing with your extended spring break? This has been kind of nuts. Hopefully you're actually staying at home. Take the quarantine seriously. Oh, look, and I already hear my kids crying. This is starting fantastic. Hold on. Guys. Okay. Remember, I'm working with the students. Let me know if there's an emergency. Alright, I'm back. I never set up my Lee email. Okay. Blackboard, there should be a help desk. Here, let me look it up. So if you go to lee.edu, there should be a link to a help desk, and they're pretty quick about responding ever since they're overstaffed right now. You want to look for the help desk. I mean, if you need to, the email is literally just helpdesk@lee.edu. But if you just send them an email, they should get you sorted out right away. Like, they'll be able to look up everything about what your email should be, what your username is. You'll probably need your student ID. If you don't know that, maybe they'll be able to just go by first and last name. But the help desk is somewhere on here. I mean, I guess we could just look it up. Yeah, ask the help desk. Here we go. Yeah, see, right here, helpdesk@lee.edu. So yeah, if you looked at the posts on the Google Classroom, one of the things, and if you're in any other, those of you that are in my dual credit class, one of the important things is that you have to use Blackboard. So if you looked at my post right here, dual credit students, you're going to need to, here we are. You have to submit the test on the Google Classroom and on Blackboard at the same time. So Previous homework. I actually haven't made that post yet. I got the email last night. Pre-Cal kids, y'all got a worksheet before spring break, and it was supposed to be due the Monday we got back, which obviously didn't happen. So what I'm going to do here, probably just on the stream, I'm going to make an assignment post under classwork, and you should be able to just turn it in exactly like you're going to turn in the rest of the assignments this week. I hadn't planned on going over it yet, but might as well just do it now. So pre-cal students, hopefully you are on the Google Classroom. Pre-cal is what I'm worried about the most, because my dual credit kids, they definitely were all on the classwork already, because they, are on my MyMathLab site. But pre-cal students, be sure you are on the Google Classroom, and you haven't ever had to use the classwork tab for me before, so we are going to be using it now because that's the only way I'm going to get stuff from you. So if you click it right now, you should see 3 things, if my internet will actually load. Oh, also, if you're not super familiar with Twitch, there's like a 5 to 10 second delay between the chat and what you hear from me. So it's really weird for me, because when I talk, 5 seconds later I see myself on my computer. Alright. I probably got logged off due to inactivity. So there we go. Okay, so if you click on the classwork tab, then you have the exam. It's already posted, and you can go ahead and start working on it now. It's not due till Wednesday. But let me just make an assignment, and I'll give you a place to submit it. Mathing sine cosine number 3. It is a homework, and let's make it due like, I don't know, Wednesday, same time as the test. I mean, a lot of you finished it before spring break, I'm assuming. What you really mostly need to be familiar with is just how to upload it. So I will make that post, and now you have a place to dump it. Let me copy over the instructions. So I have a few ways that I want you to submit it. There you go. I mean, you see me copying it over, but I'll talk about it in a little bit. So Google Classroom, it lets you attach anything you want to the assignment. So especially for this one, because let me drag it to the bottom. Oh no, why am I dragging it to the bottom? Keep it up top. Okay, so you should see the third assignment under homework now. For this first one, because you already have the paper, it's probably going to be easier for you to just take a picture or use a PDF scanner app on your phone. The pictures take a lot of memory up on your phone, so that's why the PDF thing's probably better. I think it's called Genius Scan on my phone. That's how I make all my PDFs of all my test reviews and things like that. But there's tons of free ones out there. They all basically do the exact same thing. So just find one that's free. Please don't pay for one. And scan your assignment with all your writing on it and turn it in. For the later ones, and depending on how long this goes, you're going to be getting the PDF off of here and turning it back in on here. So there's plenty of websites and apps on your iPad where you can just open a PDF, write on it, and save it as a new file. So that's what I'd prefer you do, because it would be more like doing your assignment, except you don't have the paper. If you need to, the other alternatives is just open Notability or just open a sketching app or something like that, and then write all your work. You don't need to copy the problem again. And then all else fails, just take pictures. Okay, so pre-cal, that's going to be you. Any questions in the chat? We've got a decent chunk of people logged in now. And again, hey, for those of you that are just coming in, if you want to ask questions in the chat, you do need to make a username. It's free. Just in the top right corner, you should be able to, it should be bugging you to log in or make an account and stuff. You don't need to have an account to watch the stream, but you need one to chat. Also, you can just email me, and I'll answer emails and tweets and stuff on here as well. I already have a few that I was going to answer. It's probably how I'm going to start all my office hours every day anyways, just going over questions. Oh, look, somebody turned it in. There we go. We did it live. Whoever turned it in, good job. Hey, what are you doing? I'm teaching right now. Hey. Hey, you.
What's that?
I'm teaching. Look, my students are watching me right now. Can you say hi? Wait right there.
Hi.
Yeah. Tell everyone your name.
Samuel.
Samuel. Yeah, you know, what do you have, chocolate?
Say what your name.
Well, to my students, my name is Mr. Kang.
You Sean?
Yes, I'm Sean.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't yet.
No, I'm working right now. Okay. All right. Okay. Go play with your brothers. I'm working. Bye. I'll see you soon. All right. It took him a whole 12 minutes to come in here. That's good for him. Okay, so let's talk about the Google Classroom first. It's going to be where you're doing most of your work. PreCal, this is the only thing you have to worry about. So y'all are used to how things look as far as the lectures that I'm going to post and, you know, getting the PDF of the assignments. Y'all should be pretty familiar with this already. Physics questions, yeah, just email me everything. Whenever I log in the mornings, first thing I'll do is just answer all the emails and stuff I got. I have no problems answering any of your questions. Yeah, did y'all hear about the changes to the AP test? This is for the dual credit class. Yeah. I just was talking about PreCal. Today is just an introductory thing for people to, you know, get familiar with the online aspects of the class. For dual credit, y'all are already used to this because you're doing MyMathLab everything. Yeah, all free response, and it's going to be at home. So, and there's going to be a really strict time limit because people are obviously going to look at their textbooks and notes and stuff while they're taking the test. I am going to post them with my notes. So what I'm going to do, I posted on the Google Classroom times that I'm going to do a live lecture. So for PreCal, tomorrow at 8 a.m. after I answer questions, I'm going to basically run this lecture with y'all like I would in class. So I'm going to open it, I'll do all the annotations on it, I'll write on it, I'll save it, and I'll repost it with all my written stuff on it too. So it should be just like class. And I gave it a good test run last week. Everything works out fine. So, yeah, just free response. Who is Laser Pants 2? This sounds like Omar. Haha, I'm good. Oh, one of the other questions I had online was, am I going to stream games? Maybe off hours. I mean, I'm technically on the clock, just like I would be at school. So, yeah, those of you that do the notifications, if you see me going live at like 7 p.m. for some strange reason, it's for games. The first lecture for dual credit would be on Wednesday, I believe. Here, I made a post. Thursday. Yeah, you're going to be working on your exam all day Wednesday. So, I mean, some people won't take very much time, but... So again, dual credit, I'll open up the lecture, I'll run it through with you just like I would in class. I'll upload the annotated one, and yeah, it should be just like in the classroom. Okay, now for those of you in the dual credit class, you're having to juggle a lot of things. So you're going to need to pay attention to 3 websites for me. Google Classroom. So far, you've only been using it for just looking at the lectures. You have to submit your exam here as well. So if you click on classwork, you should already see a post for exam 2. The PDF for the test is not there yet. So see right here. I'll post it at 8 a.m. Animal Crossing. I didn't buy it yet. I'm thinking about getting it. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're at home, just quarantined. Why don't you just play games all day?" I have 3 kids. That's it's already a full-time job. If you didn't know that. But yeah, you can see the formula chart up here already, dual credit. And I took off the formulas for the sections that we didn't cover because you're obviously not going to need them. You don't have to resubmit this or anything. Just have this open, you know, open it on another tab, download it to your device, whatever. And have that. There should be another PDF that opens whenever you have access, or whenever I open up access to it. And then just like the other class, if you were paying attention, so these are the ways I want you to submit it. So you can modify the original PDF, or you can just use a sketching app like Notability. I don't know what else they have on your iPad. I don't know if they're just notes app. I don't know. I have an Android. I don't know. Just write a bunch of stuff and then submit that. You can save it as an image file or a PDF. You know, anything that I can read. Don't if you're doing it on an iPad, try to save it as an image file or a PDF, because if it's like a Mac specific, iPad specific file, I won't be able to open it. And then all else fails, just write it on scratch paper or print out the test and write on it, and then take pictures or scan it as a PDF and resubmit. So that's how pretty much we're going to handle everything in this class. Now dual credit, you have 2 other websites you have to work on for me. MyMathLab, obviously, you're used to doing all that for your homework. While we're here, just to talk about the test review. Remember, we did cut 2 sections from it, but it doesn't let me modify the questions on it after someone's accessed it. So you just need to pay attention to the questions that you need off of here. So we're just gonna take a fat L on this quiz, and then right here there's 49 questions, but you're only gonna need up to, I think, 36. That's a kid, isn't it? Sammy, I'm teaching right now. Are you happy? Okay, alright, you can help me teach. Okay. Alright, dual credit. Yeah, 37 is the last one you need to pay attention to. Because after 37, everything else is 5.3 and 5.5. So you are not going to be asked that on the exam. That's my tea. You want some?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, don't spill. Okay. Okay, so MyMathLab, the normal stuff, we're going to be...
There is coffee.
It's tea.
Yeah. There is coffee.
You know, Sammy, I have to talk to my students. They're listening right now.
Oh.
They're looking right now. Oh, look. Here's the first thing.
Dad.
Yep, that's right.
Dad. Delicious.
There we go. No, that's my microphone, baby. Okay. Whenever you're done with your exam on Wednesday, then I will open up all the material for exam 3. I don't have a due date in mind yet. I have no idea when this is going to be over, but probably we'll probably do sometime mid to late April
Yeah, I want to see that.
just to try to get us somewhere on pace to be done early. I do still want to do some kind of extra credit thing. It's going to be kind of hard to do it online, but if we have to do online for the rest of the semester, I have ideas for things we can do. Okay, third website is Blackboard. So most of you probably haven't even looked at this at all. I don't make you use it much. But Lee College was very adamant
Dada, your microphone.
about... Yes, baby, it's my microphone. Shh. Most of you probably have not...
Dada,
Hey, Sammy, I've got to teach my class. You're making it really hard to teach. Okay. Your course kit is not going to look anything like this, but find your one that says Math 2412.
Dada, your
So
microphone.
I'll just click one of these. And then over here, again, you're not going to see everything I see, but you've got the syllabus here. It's the same syllabus you got at the beginning. You've got all my contact info here with my amazing profile picture. That is me. That's a picture of me.
Yeah.
And then what you want is course content. So you're not going to see these yet. You'll see this post on Wednesday. So you'll see I have it set for March 25th at 8 a.m. Okay, you've got to go play with your brothers now.
No.
Yes, baby, I'm teaching. I have to do work. And yeah, this is the same PDFs as before. There is a thing, I don't know what other dual credit classes you have, but there's a thing called Blackboard Collaborate, which is essentially just this. It's video conferencing, live chat. I'm not going to use Blackboard Collaborate. I'm just going to use Twitch. If I need to have an individual conference with someone, then there's that Cisco WebEx thing a lot of your other teachers are probably going to use. I just like Twitch because it lets me use all my overlays. The recording is nicer. I can timestamp everything. Anyways, please, dual credit, you need to submit your test to Blackboard and Google Classroom. Okay, the next thing I had in mind to share with you is free calculator. So a lot of you probably have one to take home, but some of you don't, especially PreCal students. I know some of you just chose not to because, I mean, why? You have access all the time at home. So there's an emulator called WabbitEmu. You see it right here. I'll try to post links. I don't know if I can link this ROM, but I don't think I'm technically allowed to post links to it. All of you are allowed to have the ROM because all of you have access to a calculator because you're all students. So there's nothing illegal about it. One of the big things you'll read up whenever you look at these emulators, things like that, is am I allowed to use it? Yeah, if you have access to a calculator, you are allowed to use it. So if you look up wabbitemu.org, that's going to be the software for actually opening the calculator. And then you'll need what they call a ROM file of the calculator. So there's two ways to do it. One way is to, not many of you are going to have a calculator plug, but there's a, if you look at the top, if you look at the top of your calculator, there's two little things right here. There is a USB cable input, and then if you happen to have a calculator to USB input for your computer, then you can just dump the ROM file. There's tons of things on YouTube, tons of things that tell you how to do that. Or if you find a website that has it, I found this one. It has a really long link. But if you just try to find an operating system, it should have an 8XU extension. If you have those two things, you should be able to run the calculator on your computer And then this works just like the one I have on my laptop that I lecture with all the time. I'll probably be using this whenever I do the lectures. I mean, you don't have to use an 84. You're on a computer. You can use Desmos. You can use, apps. You can just literally just Google it. You can find tons of calculators that don't look exactly like this one. You're taking the test at home now, so who cares what you use? Let's see. So that's the calculator tidbit. Yeah, PreCal, I wanted to talk about the test. So you already have access to the test. Dual credit, you're only going to get 1 day for it. PreCal, little more lax here. Test is pretty straightforward, just 12 graphing questions, just all the stuff that we did before spring break. I know for some of you, it's been 2 weeks and you've forgotten everything that I've taught you, so you're going to want to look, at the lectures again. I won't answer any questions specifically about any one of these problems, but I will answer questions in general. So, let's say you're having a tough time with number 8 on the test. Oh, by the way, it's online, so I don't care if you're helping each other. I know that happens. I can't stop you from looking up notes or talking to your friends. But let's say you're having a hard time with number 8, and then you want to ask, hey, how do you do something that says 1/4 cosine x plus 90? Something like that. I will be more than happy to answer those questions. Pre-AP, make sure you're getting your pre-AP version of the test because you have to do everything in radians. So it's going to matter on phase shifting and things like that. You're also going to get problems that have coefficients that need to be factored out on x, which regular does not have. So be careful with that. So get the correct version of your test, work it, and then resubmit. Oh, and you know what? I probably need to put this on there too. It is important that if you are copying this and doing it by hand, make sure everything is one file. If you submit it as a bunch of different pictures, which I really don't want you to do, but make sure your name and date is on every paper or every separate file that you submit for obvious reasons. So people don't try to copy a bunch of their files and share it among their friends. It needs to be your work. I don't care if you work together, but you need to actually do the work. And then dual credit, you're going to see the same thing. There's going to be a space for your name and Lee College ID on every single page. So if you don't make it one continuous file, if you decide to do a file per page, which I really don't want you to do, but if you have to because you can't figure out the whole PDF thing, be sure your name and ID is on every single page. I mean, that's pretty much it for what I wanted to talk about today. I don't have that many, or I don't have any other emails yet. Is there anyone on chat that has any questions? So I should be available every single day, 8 to 8:50. Yes, yeah, that is completely fine. Screenshot the test, any app you want, write on it, resave it as a new file. If you do that, it is going to save every page as a different file. If you can manage merging them together, I'm not sure how you do that on an iPad, but anything you can do to get it to where I see your handwritten work for the solutions. I don't care how you get it done. We are going to be very flexible as far as getting assignments turned in online for this online thing. I mean, luckily I'm already set up for a lot of this stuff. I have a gaming setup already, but come in.
Dad, Samuel wants you.
I know, baby, but I'm still working. Look, I'm working right now. Come here, Sammy. I'm almost done lecturing, okay?
Can we go row a block, me and Mac or
Yeah, I'll introduce you to all the kids at some point. Okay, any other questions?
Maybe with my baby.
Okay, go play with your brothers. Okay, I love you, baby. Go play. All right. If there's no other questions, just please feel free to email me. Yeah, do a Twitter thing. Obviously, I'm not super competent in that, but the help desk, yeah, they should be able to look up everything for you. Sammy already left. What? Okay, go find him. Yeah, the help desk should be able to get all your info. I don't know what they'll ask you to prove that it's actually you, but just email them and see. They've been really helpful for me whenever I've had to do stuff, because every summer I always get locked out of my Lee ID stuff, and I have to ask them for help. They're pretty helpful for me. But yeah, get that Blackboard thing figured out if you haven't done it yet. That's going to be the biggest thing for dual credit. Okay, well, if y'all end up with any other questions, again, you do need a Twitch username to chat, but if you don't want to do that, or if you're feeling lazy, all you need to do is email me, make a post on Twitter, tweet, I guess, and I will answer everything at the beginning of office hours tomorrow, and then tomorrow is going to be a PreCal lecture. Hold on. Where we go? Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to be lecturing on this one. It'll take us about probably 30 minutes, something like that. Okay, well, I'm going to upload this video to Twitch, and I'm going to try to swing YouTube as well, so people have access to this. And I'm still available. I just saw this, John. Not right now. Maybe whenever my technical working hours are done. Y'all can see how terrible I am on Online Smash. Okay. I'm still available. I'm still here for another 18 minutes or so. I've got a few meetings today that I've got to do online. But no, PreCal, the lecture tomorrow has nothing to do with the test, so you can already start working on the test. The lecture is just going to be for the material you're getting after the test. Oh, last thing. These assignments have nothing on them yet. I can't make the PDF until I go up to the school and grab my software and my laptop and all my junk. So these will actually have PDFs stuck on them whenever I get to it. I mean, you're not going to need to worry about this till you're done with the test, but work on the test first. And good question. All right, so I am still here. If you have any individual questions that I can't address, online, like with an email, there is Cisco WebEx. I put a link to it in the Google Classroom. I don't think we're going to have to use it too much, but I'll be streaming every morning from 8 to 8:50. And dual credit, I will probably do a special test review version of this tomorrow afternoon. I'll just be answering a bunch of questions off of your test review, because I know some of you are still anxious about the test even though you get to take it at home. So keep an eye out on the Google Classroom. I'll probably post something. Right now, I'm thinking it's going to be tomorrow afternoon, like at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., something like that. I'll make it official later today. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see y'all tomorrow.